Hi everyone, this is my third video on Endgame series. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and check out my another two videos on Endgame series by pressing the I button above. Without further ado, let's dive straight into our today's topic. In this video, we are going to see about the concept of triangulation in chess endgames. Triangulation is nothing but a king maneuver which aims to lose a tempo and leave the opponent with the move. For example, in this position, if it is white to move and black has the opposition. If you don't know what is opposition, please do check out my previous videos. So, in order to win this position, white must do the triangulation maneuver. Let me show you how. In this position, white should play king e5 so that black tries king c6 attacking this pawn on c5. So white should obviously defend this with king d4. If black plays king b5, white plays king d5 and it's a win. White king is marching towards c7 and collect this pawn, and these two pawns are running towards the 8th rank. So here black is forced to play the move king d7 and white plays king d5. Here it is black to move, as I have mentioned earlier. We leave the opponent with the move by performing triangulation maneuver. We played first king e5, king d4 and now king d5. This looks like a triangle, hence this is called as triangulation maneuver. And now black is forced to move. If king d8, white plays king d6 and gains opposition. So black tries king c8. Here we should not play king d6 as black plays king d8 and we are in trouble. So here we should play king e6 so that if king d8 we can gain opposition by king d6. If black tries king b8, white plays king d7, black plays king a8, and now at the right time we break through by playing c6, and this position is completely winning for white. If black plays b takes c6, the simplest way to win is by playing king c7, c5, b7 check, king a7, queens, king a6 and queen b6 checkmate. Let's see another example. In this position, it is white to play and win. Feel free to pause the video and try to find the answer by implementing the triangulation maneuver. It's very easy guys, try to solve. Here in this position, if white plays king e3, black plays king e5 and white is under a very big trouble. So white should go down either to d2 or e2 or f2. If king d2, black plays king f4 and these pawns are falling on g4 and then f5. So don't play king e3. As I have mentioned earlier, we should do triangulation maneuver by playing either king d2 or king f2. Both moves are fine. Let's look at king d2. Here, if black tries king d7, we can play king e3 and collect this pawn, and it's a winning position for white. Hence, the only try for black in this position is e3 check. Here, white should make a decision. If white takes this pawn on e3, as I have mentioned earlier, black plays king e5 and black is penetrating into one of our positions here, either here or here. So, white should not take this pawn. Instead, white plays this move king to e2. Again, now black is forced to make a move. If king e5, it's now white who penetrates into black's territory by playing king into e3. So this position is completely winning for white. Let me show you how. King d6, king e4, king c6, king d3, king d6, king c3, king c6, pawn to b4, c into b, king into b, king b6, c5 check, king c6, king c4, king c7, king d5, king d7, c6 check, king c7, and we are gonna leave this pawn and collect all these pawns. King into c6, king into f6, king d6, king into g5, and now with two connected passes it is completely winning for white. Let's see another example. In this position, it is black to play and win. Feel free to pause the video and try to find the answer by using triangulation maneuver. Hope many of you would have find the answer. It is very easy as obvious. If don't play king e3 because white has king e1 and it's a dead draw. So black should again make a triangulation maneuver by playing king f5. Notice how the white king is stuck between these two squares g1 and f1, because if white tries to step on any of these h1 or d1 squares, it's very easy for black king to promote the pawn all the way to f1. So white plays king g1, king e5, king f1, and black plays king e4. Notice how the king triangulated from f5, e5, then back to e4 by bringing the previous position with white to move. So here if white plays king e1, black plays king e3, and black has no problems promoting this pawn. If black plays king g1, again black has no problems in promoting this pawn, king g2, and this pawn is running away. In this previous position after king f5, if many of you might wonder what if king f2. Here black again plays king to f4, gaining the opposition. If king f1, black plays king g3, king g1, king into h3, king f2, king g4, and it's a completely winning position for black. We can do the triangulation maneuver with other chess pieces as well. For example, in this position, it is white to play and win. But the problem for white in this position is the white king acts as a barrier for the b7 pawn to promote it to a queen. So we should either force this king to move away so that we can create room for our white king, or either this rook so that we can create some room on a7 or a8 squares. So here we perform the triangulation maneuver by using our rook on h6. Rook h7 check, king d8, rook h8 check, king d7, and here white plays rook h6. So black's only reasonable option is playing king to d8. Here white plays rook to h7. Now black is in huge trouble. Here black should either move his rook away from this a file or move his king away to e8 square. If black rooks moves away from the a file, white king can escape via a7 or a8. If black king moves to e8, white king can actually escape via c7 or c8 squares. If black plays rook b4, white plays king a7, rook a4 check, king to b6, rook b4 check, white plays king a5. Notice the pawn on b7 is guarded by the rook, and now black is in trouble. He should either give up his rook for the pawn or resign in this position. If black plays king e8, white plays king c7, rook c4 check, king to b6, rook b4 check, king a5, and this is a completely winning position for white. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed my video and understood the concept of triangulation maneuver. If you like this video, do click on the like button and please subscribe and tap the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.